pin.
Who are you?
Action figure.
Who are you?
Action figure.
Who are you?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 22 of the Wrestling Tea Podcast. I am your boy, Casual Joe, All City Joe, Montreal to NYC Joey. And I am here with my boys, and we are ready to talk smack and keep it raw. Who's with me?
What's going on, guys? Is it just me, or did the room just get a little more educated since I walked in? You tell me.
Definitely just you.
No, I think it's everybody here, guys. I'm Wael, your PhD of wrestling, and I'm here to elevate the conversation the only way I can.
The Almighty is here, looking clean, looking fresh. Got a nice fade going on. No sob stories, no Skechers on my feet, and my breath smells nice and minty.
Is that a fade or is it just a hairline?
It was just a hairline. Completely balding. I don't know what to do.
Wait, fade. I don't know about that one. What's going on, boys?
Wonderful.
Good, man.
How's everyone feeling?
Feeling like shit, honestly.
Really?
Starting to feel better, but wasn't a very nice week.
Do you drink tea? You look like a person that doesn't drink tea.
I used to drink tea, but the problem is when I drink tea, I find that tea doesn't taste like anything. So I end up putting like 1 million sugar in it. Like when I used to go to Tim Hortons, I used to take a large tea with like 5 sugars in it.
Damn.
So I'm like, I need to fucking ease up on tea.
No wonder
Yeah.
you're bald.
Or don't put any sugar in it.
It tastes like nothing then.
Well, try a different tea.
No, I'm good with my orange pico.
Yeah, orange pickles. That's the one. Steven.
I've been down since day one.
That's right.
What tea
Steven,
are you
how was your
drinking there?
week?
It was phenomenal. And spending about a good solid 30 hours with you nonstop
That's
was excellent.
I don't know, that's not what Max said.
Oh, obviously, who wants to spend that much time with me?
guys, let's just get right into it. Last week, me and Steven were invited to go down to New York City for the premiere of the 4th rope event for Gun Day. It was the premiere at the AMC, the Lincoln Square. It was, first of all, we got the news while we were potting last week, so we were mad excited, but we had to stay quiet because we weren't sure what was going to happen. But we drove down to NY. Steven picked me up at 4 a.m.
Well, you came to my house at 4 in the morning.
Went to your house at 4 a.m.
You were late, so you were there at 4:30.
Yeah.
But we only really found out, we only made the decision at like 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, listen, we drove down to New York. We were in New York City for like, how long were we in New York City? Like less than a day, less than 10 hours.
We were there for 12 hours. So we got in at 11 and we left at 12 at night. So 13 hours.
Yeah. Listen, it was well worth it. We got to watch Gun Day with West Side Gun in the room, with Smoke Dizza in the room. Just all these amazing content creators too were there. And I just want to give a quick shout out to everybody that we met on that day. Hopefully, I do not forget anyone's name. Let's go. Shout outs to my boy Hooligan Bam. He did some content with us, and that was really cool.
He was a really nice dude.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I like his content.
Shout outs to Maine. He invited us out there, and we're definitely gonna get ourselves out there. Alan Owens was there too, and we saw him at main event in Montreal. So he was cool. He remembered us too. Told me he still has a sticker. So it was that was cool. Shout outs to the first person we met when we walked in. We weren't sure what to do.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Angel from the 5 Star Classic podcast.
Absolutely.
Man, those guys were, his boy's name was Shane.
Look, amazing dudes regardless.
Amazing guys, bro. Him and the whole crew, super nice guys.
Amazing that
Seriously.
we were able to create content together.
Yeah.
That was the main thing.
Yeah.
Really nice, humble dudes. Respect to them. Check out their podcast.
Check out their podcast. Absolutely. Shout outs to the Crappler Gustavo Lewis.
Oof.
He was the one with the mask. That guy was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really cool.
I like what he's doing.
Manny PYO was there too.
Yep.
He was him too, Brand. Nothing but honestly, nothing but love from everybody.
So everybody that we met that evening were just really humble, well-receiving type of human beings.
Shout outs to up and coming wrestler Jeff Skywalker from the Bronx. He was telling us he's trying to make his rounds. We're trying to get him to come to Montreal, wrestle in one of these leagues up here. So hopefully that happens. Shout out to you, Jeff. And of course, the man that we started the pod with, Action Figure.
Yes, sir.
Finally got to meet up in NYC as we always talked about. And of course, huge shout outs to the Fourth Rope people. Tavia, that was her name.
Amazing human being. Another
Super.
amazing human being. Humbled.
Sweet. Shout outs to West Side Gun.
Yep.
Guys, West Side Gun is a multi-selling platinum rapper. When I tell you, he took the time to speak to everybody at that event.
Yep.
Told people, hey, give me 5 more minutes with the people. He took the time to answer everybody, take pictures with everybody. It was so much love in that space. It was incredible.
Here, I want to add to that real quick. Being in the same room as somebody that I look up to, even though I was nervous around him.
I know.
But that's because that's somebody that I've looked up to since 2016. That's somebody who got me back into wrestling. Just being around somebody like that I just really look up to me was just mind-blowing. And even Smoke Dizza.
You want to know one of the realest shit he did? There was no more seats in the room. Him and his crew stood up against the wall the whole time.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
That was like a 3-hour event. They were just standing. Everyone was just screaming. We're just going crazy for every match. What an experience. Honestly, now we got to go to a Fourth Rope live event.
Next one,
Heels Have Eyes, Gun Day. We got to go to all of those.
we're going to be there.
So
Steven
guys,
Altime is there.
For those that don't know, such as myself, what is Gun Day exactly?
I'm going to
What did
tell you
guys
in
go
a
to?
second. I just want to finish with the shout outs. Smoke Dizza. Man, Smoke Dizza was holding it down. Shout outs to the Booker.
Yeah.
And man, this guy was showing us mad love. Thank you for the interview. Big shout outs to Blaine Boogie, man. That guy was absolutely incredible. And anyone else that I forget, I'm sorry, but thank you so much for all the love we got there. There was this one dude, I cannot remember his name, but he was the one that got me the interview with Westside. And he was the guy that brought us the Fourth Rope Championship belt.
And told me to take a picture of West
He
Side
was
Gun.
like, take a pic. Exactly. He brought you into the picture.
You've been listening to him since 2016.
Yeah.
Come on, don't be shy.
Yeah.
And I was
Don't be
just
shy.
like,
He called us out, but I was like so happy he did that.
Can I give a couple of shout out real quick?
Steven, do your thing.
Big shout out to my main man, Ricky Gray, always showing me love, giving me the time of day, spending time with me, giving me a picture, just always pulling out the red carpet for me. We appreciate you greatly. And I want to give a shout out to Feed the Family, Bori Rock, Sheikh Hanif, Top Hooter, and Dundeely. Your music is amazing. It was well needed that you were there. Thank you so much. Feed the Family.
PhD. To answer your question, Fourth Rope is an independent wrestling promotion
Yeah, that I know.
that Westside started a few years ago. And now they're slowly trying to build up the ranks. They're bringing in people. Zilla Fatu is their world champion.
Yep.
Oh my God, bro. How did we forget?
Enzo Amore.
How did we forget
Real
Enzo Amore? Man, yo, that guy gave Steven an interview and a half. He couldn't believe that Steven wasn't a Sami Zayn fan.
Shuts out real one. I don't lie.
Why couldn't he believe it?
Him asking me if this was real I was like, yes, 100% he hates Sami Zayn.
So why couldn't he believe that you're not a
So
Sami Zayn fan?
basically, he knew we were from Montreal. So he said, "Hey, so you must love Sami Zayn." And I looked at him and I say, "No, I actually hate Sami Zayn." And he looked at me like in shock.
He
and
was
then,
so shocked.
And then he mentioned Bret Hart, and I said, "That's somebody I don't like also." And then he said, "What about Kevin Owens?" And I'm like, "Kevin Owens is a huge influence, like somebody like yourself." I love Kevin
Super.
Owens.
Shout outs to real one, man. Enzo. And I feel so blessed. He asked me to take pictures of him and his wife, him and his girl.
But what was this show that you went to? Was it a wrestling show?
No,
Or
so
It
this
was-
is the premiere. It was a screening of last year's
West Side
Gun
Gun
Day.
Day. Yeah.
West Side Gun Day,
Yeah.
which is an event.
Yeah.
Where was it held?
So, it was held in Buffalo. So West Side Gun Day is a day that the city of Buffalo gave to West Side Gun
Okay.
because of what he's done for the community. And basically what he's done being just an icon and just somebody like, how do I say it? Like just put on.
Well
to that-
respected, yeah.
Well respected, exactly. He's done so much for the city of Buffalo.
So he
and he's
put on
gotten out of the city of Buffalo
a
and
wrestling
became
show.
this icon and has done amazing with the music and also amazing with the wrestling promotion.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's West Side Gun Day.
And he put on a wrestling show. He had performers there. He had Joey Badass. He had Bun B.
Okay, so there was
He
wrestling
had
there.
Styles P. Yeah.
Yeah, it was half
'Cause
wrestling,
I
half
saw
music.
No.
all those videos
There
and
wasn't
pictures
wrestling-
and stuff like that, but I didn't see any wrestling from
There
what you
wasn't
posted.
wrestling when we went to New York.
Okay.
We watched it's as if we went to the cinema to watch the world premiere of WrestleMania.
Okay. Yeah.
So this happened last year, and they premiered it for us, and now it's on YouTube. So we're gonna
Okay.
put the YouTube link in.
So a question, why, if it was last year, why didn't they put it out before? Like it wasn't live or what?
There's a
what was
whole
the holdup?
documentary behind it. So
Okay.
Yeah.
there's a
Okay,
documentary.
it wasn't just
wor-
a wrestling show. It was like a documentary kind
yeah,
of
so
thing.
right
like a
now it's on
okay.
YouTube and there's a whole documentary that goes on with it.
Okay, makes
Yeah,
sense.
West Side Gun Day is a really big day. They've been doing it, if I'm not mistaken, for a good 4 years. And now finally the wrestling promotion of Fort Rope is part of West Side Gun Day.
And
in
they
Buffalo.
announced the next one happening in Philadelphia on March 21st, I think.
Yes, and Stephen Altime is definitely going to be there.
Steven Altime will definitely be there. So one more time, shout outs to everybody. Thank you so much for that experience. But now it's time for some wrestling wrap up. I was wondering who made that
What
noise.
was that?
I'm in a good mood. You should be really happy.
He makes weird
He's been
noises.
in a good mood for the last couple of weeks, this guy, since WWE was in town.
By the way, he also walks extremely fast in New York City. I lost him twice.
It was like losing your kid.
Yeah, it was a terrible experience.
It's like I look back and Max is literally 6 blocks down. And I'm like,
I really was.
and I'm waiting. And then I'm waiting like a fucking dildo.
Yeah.
Okay? He's just on the side of the street waiting for Max to come.
We were in Times Square and people were like, we had the Grinch try to take a picture with us, and we were like, just look at the floor, just look at the floor, so they leave you alone.
You were scared of the Grinch?
No, but if you look at them in the eyes, they don't leave you alone. They're like, come on, take a picture. You know, it's like
Okay.
the people that just work there.
This guy was a classic tourist when we were there.
Oh.
I was just like, okay, we're going here, go down this street. He's like, are you sure it's down this street? I'm like, it's down this street. He's like, but are you sure? Okay. Then
Oh, he's the one that had anxiety there.
No,
Oh, I-
he had the
I-
anxiety.
I
That's
have
why he was
anxiety.
walking so fast.
But when we were there, literally, I knew where I was going and he didn't believe me.
Yeah, I don't know. My GPS was completely off.
His
in New York
brain was
City.
off.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get to some wrestling wrap up. We've got SmackDown Friday night. Let's get right to it. Boys, I made a little flyer for you guys because I called it the final showdown
I don't know why.
because of what happened in the.
Is
In
this
the-
your last time here? Because it's not my last time here.
It's not my last time here.
It's the final time we're going to talk about this.
First and last.
So for the people that don't know what we're talking about, there was I would say,
I was about to introduce it, by the way.
okay, go. For
Thank
it.
you.
He was going in circles. Go ahead.
No. But I need to tell the people. So I made a flyer and I called it the final showdown. But it all started because you both got into an argument, a chat argument in the group chat, because Steven said that Trick Williams' promo on Sami Zayn was one of the best promos ever.
No, he said it was the best promo ever.
Knowing that somebody like the PhD, it's basically black or white. There ain't no gray in it.
And
There ain't no
PhD
gray.
said absolutely not. So, because of that, I want to hear both sides. And then I have a few questions for you guys.
Okay, so
But can you just give me 1 second? Because
Absolutely.
I actually want to read it to you guys. I had to take a screenshot because I also thought it was an amazing promo. Should I do it in my dusty?
Do it in your Trick Williams voice.
I don't know how to do.
so
Trick
you're
Williams.
you're gonna basically tell us.
I'm just gonna read the promo real quick.
Okay, go.
Just the best parts of it. You're moping around You got Skechers on your feet. You ain't combed your hair. Your breath smelling like 10 pounds of bounce that ass. You're begging for another opportunity. You make me sick. Trick Willie on Sami Zayn.
Finally, somebody agrees with me on Sami Zayn. That's why I am super happy and super ecstatic about it. Now, look, we've been watching Sami Zayn. I've been watching Sami Zayn for 3 years. You, of course, longer, right? Because you never really got out of wrestling, or you got back.
I got out, but I got back into it
Right.
way before you. Yeah.
To me, I never understood the reason why people love Sami Zayn, especially after a guy who had a WrestleMania match against Johnny Knoxville, which blows my mind. And now somebody is finally touching on the subjects I've always been touching on regarding Sami Zayn. Removing his in-ring performance, because I have to say he's good in the ring. I've seen his matches. I've seen his NXT matches. I've seen his Ring of Honor matches. I've seen his indie stuff.
He was in Ring of Honor?
Was it Ring of Honor? Anyways, he was somewhere though.
Was he?
It was Ring of
It was
Honor.
Ring of Honor. There you
Yeah.
go.
I think you're confusing him with another wrestler that people confuse the two of them.
Ah, yes.
El Generico?
Yeah, that's not Sami Zayn.
That's not Sami. El Generico.
Yeah, that's not Sami Zayn.
Nothing that Sami Zayn would come up with. Such. Anyways,
Wait. A non-Mexican wrestler pretending to be Mexican? That would be really good gimmick.
That would be.
wow, that's weird.
That would be cool. Anyways, keep going.
Probably we can get like 3 of them now. 4 of them.
And just the way Trick Williams was able to really touch on every single thing about Sami Zayn that made people probably realize, oh shit, Trick Williams is actually saying things that we just have been in denial about for so long. And the one thing that stuck out, forget the 10 pounds of bounce that ass, because that shit was some of the funniest shit I've heard. If you want to see me laugh to the point where I need to take my asthma pump and it's not working, it was Friday night. But just saying, there's always a sob story. That, come on.
Moping around backstage was hilarious.
But it's all true. We can't deny it.
No, listen, it was a good promo, but it wasn't anything memorable. Like, I watched it, I moved on, I didn't laugh at that part. I found,
Didn't laugh at 10 pounds of bounce that ass.
No, not at all. And I like Trick Williams. I thought the promo that he delivered to Sami Zayn a couple of weeks ago when Sami was in the ring announcing that he was going to win the title and then he came out to interrupt him, I thought that was a way better promo than what he cut last week. I found last week wasn't really anything crazy. Like, he's good on the mic, you know. I like Trick Williams, but I didn't find the promo memorable or anything of that sort.
So when you said that, I was like, interesting. I wanted to ask you, both of you guys actually, what actually makes a good promo? And before you guys answer, I want to say this. The more I watch more new school wrestling, or like in the past 10 years, it's really more of a roast fest. The one that's able to roast the other one better always comes out victorious in these situations.
Agree.
So just in your experience of watching wrestling for X amount of years, what do you guys think it takes to have a fire promo and really get your point across?
You want to go first?
That's a good question, actually. So, first of all, you have to believe in what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
It has to actually make sense, not like stupid things that are written down for you backstage and then you're saying them and it's not something that
Or on your hand.
people would actually say. You know what I mean?
AKA Roman Reigns versus John Cena.
Yeah, back
That
in
was
the day.
great. That was a
that's-
good one.
That wasn't believable. Like, that
Yeah.
was just like, oh shit, he wrote this and now I'm just reading word for word off the
Yeah,
paper.
exactly. And even if you don't read word by word, sometimes
being called out.
Sometimes they'll say things. Sometimes they'll say things and they'll deliver it fine, but it just people don't speak like that in real life. You know what I mean? So from Trick Williams' perspective, every promo he's cut, he's always been very believable. It sounds like it's stuff that would be coming from him. It sounds like stuff you would actually be saying, you know, on a day-to-day basis.
Believing in yourself when you're saying it.
Yeah, exactly, definitely. But I don't know, like there was something lacking in that promo for me to make it a good promo. Like it was an okay promo. It wasn't a bad promo. But just if it's something that I'm not going to be thinking about by the time the next segment hits,
man.
like it wasn't.
I'm going to think about this till they put me in a box.
Before you start, I think there's key elements in a good promo. There's passion, and you either got to come off real witty and funny, or you come out there and you break the fourth wall and you just start spitting facts. And real wrestling fans usually love that because they're like, oh, we heard about that and now you're talking about it. And that always gets the point across, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I liked about Trick Williams' promo. I thought he wasn't only attacking Sammy, but he was also attacking the gimmick. You've been doing this. Let's get over this. You know what I mean? He's attacking his creative team pretty much. So I love the fact that he pointed all that stuff out.
To add to your point, the stuff that he was also pointing out was, dude, you're going to be in the ring with big dogs in your match later on tonight. You better show up.
Yeah.
It's stuff like that that makes you think is like, oh, yeah, Sammy's going to be in the ring with Fatu and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Like, it's things that make you go back to it and be like, he mentioned this. Oh, shit. He really is. How is he going to come out of that? And what happens if he loses again? Because the odds are, if he's going up against Cody and Fatu, he's probably going to lose.
Very likely, yeah.
Like his percentage was what, 10%?
Yeah.
So it's just hitting on points.
Hold on, bring Scott Steiner in here. Tell us about
Steiner
triple threat
math.
mats.
Hitting on points like that make it way more interesting. It wasn't just like, you suck, I hate you, you're terrible. It's like he was hitting the spots.
That's it.
Right?
He was hitting where it hurts. Because sometimes you hear promos, especially during those like really shitty heel turns, where it's like, you people turn on me, but there's no substance to it. It's just like, okay, we're just getting this turn. But when it's real, you feel it.
The Rock
right?
was like that. He wasn't just attacking your gimmick, he was attacking you as a human being. He was pointing out things that would be like, oh, that's true.
Is The Rock one of the first to bring in the comedy side to a promo and
Probably
the
not, no.
mocking of another wrestler?
Probably not. It was probably done before that. Like, there's been so many people that delivered promos prior to The Rock that
I'd say Ric Flair.
Jericho did it before Rock, also in WCW.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's be honest, Jericho's probably one of the best at
Yeah.
doing promos. Like, never gonna, he might be top 5. That's a good top list that we could do.
Oh.
I already have my list. Trick Williams being at number 1. But no, like, like CM Punk. Like, CM Punk,
Yeah,
when
Punk-
he's talking to you,
Punk is good.
it's like he's so believable.
There's passion in every word that he's throwing out,
Just look at what he
regardless
did.
of what he wants to talk
Just
about.
look at what he did with Finn.
Yeah.
And he keeps doing with
Yeah,
Finn.
but Finn was nice too on that one.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's on Raw. Let's continue with SmackDown. Very good, guys. Thank you so much for that.
Always a pleasure.
That's going to be a little YouTube exclusive.
Yeah, next week we'll have our top 10 favorite promos or best promo.
No.
Top 5,
We got to
I
do a
think.
top 5 of the guys that we think cut the best promos.
Oh, I have my list.
Next
Save it
week.
to next week.
Yeah. We got Alexa Bliss defeating Julia and Zelina.
No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah.
Who was surprised by this?
Nobody. I think all the matches, the qualifier matches, other than one on Raw that we'll get to later, there was absolutely no surprise in any of the winners. And that's one of the things that's lacking in WWE right now. There will be the occasional like surprise, victory or whatever the case is. But most of the time they're just, it's foreseeable. Like, it's not even on SmackDown when the match started that we knew who was going to win. They announced it the week prior and we already knew like what the outcome was going to be.
Yeah, like, look who you're putting in the ring at the same time. It's not rocket science.
Right.
Well, listen, let's jump right through to it. Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Jacob Fatu. I'm not going to lie. I was surprised by the victory.
I was surprised by the victory. I thought Sammy was going to win, but only because of what happened between him and Drew McIntyre. And then Drew McIntyre came out just because Drew doesn't want Cody or Jacob to win. So the fact that when he claymored Cody and then Sammy went for the pin, I thought that was it. That was a good got you.
Great finish, no?
It was a great finish, yep.
But yeah, I agree with what both of you are saying. I just don't understand how this is going to play out now. What is going to happen with Jacob Fatu?
I thought Jacob was going to win.
I thought so too. Yeah, that's what I said last week.
So we made Cody win, right? So that eliminates Sami Zayn from any storyline going forward. Okay.
Well, not from any storyline going forward, but from the world title at
yeah.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, but I don't know what
he's still on the.
I just don't know what the storyline is going to be
He's gonna
going
go with
into
Trick.
WrestleMania.
He's going with Trick.
I don't know if it's going to be a WrestleMania match between him and Trick, but for now, at least, his story is him and Trick.
Hey,
And Trick is going to go over.
hopefully. But
How do you guys feel about Cody winning this?
where? Okay, so yeah, that's cool. Cody Rhodes is going to the Elimination Chamber. Okay, what is happening with Jacob Fatu?
He's going to end up being in the triple threat. I really am hoping the last thing we're going to see is Cody winning the Elimination Chamber and then having a one-on-one match with Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania after we've seen it 4 times this year already.
I don't want to see that. I do want to see Cody at the Elimination Chamber, in the Elimination Chamber. I would love to see that because I think he always gives his all when he's wrestling.
And it's his first Elimination Chamber, I believe.
Oh, perfect. So that's going to be really good. But I do
last
not.
2 years Royal Rumble winner, right? So he was,
Yeah. So I don't want him. I don't want him to win, but I want to see him in that match.
Okay,
I wouldn't mind seeing him win if the result is a triple threat match between him, Jacob, and Drew.
okay. So what do we? Okay, but
Because that's what they've been teasing for the
so
last
what's
couple
happening
of
with
weeks,
Jacob
right?
Fatu? Is he going to be at Chamber?
He's not going to be in the chamber unless they do, I don't know, a losers,
Something.
go broke, go for all or go broke, whatever you want to call it. And like one of the losers gets a chance again and he qualifies. I don't know.
I don't know. I just find it very awkward, very weird now what's going to happen. So is Jacob just going to be interfering in the Chamber? How's he going to get in it?
I mean, if he gets in it, it's because he's going to be part of the match. I don't think he's just going to come out to interfere. But we'll wait and see.
How sick would it be if he like right before they lock it, he just runs in and like slides in?
That's
I-
happened
and
already.
then they
I
lock
don't want
him
to
in.
see that because they did it last year with Jade when she came back and she attacked Naomi.
yeah.
Ah.
Do you remember who else did it?
Not off the top of my head. Well, Seth Rollins, and was it Seth Rollins? He did it to CM Punk.
Rated R superstar. He did it.
There's no.
and-
What is this? How does this rated R superstar?
No, he's just shaking his teeth. But,
somebody
I thought he was
but
giving a hint.
whenever he says something like that, just go for Edge or Seth Rollins.
Yeah, that's why I said Seth
yeah.
Rollins.
Or
So I'm
Shawn
like-
Michaels. That's
I'm
like
that's
No,
what
he was the
that's what
first to do
Seth
it.
Rollins did,
and he won the match. He lost the first. So the first Elimination Chamber match of that pay-per-view, he had lost. He got counted right away. Then he, he snuck into that match, which was the main event, and that's how he won.
dope. Need those moments. Let's jump
Wasn't
in.
the first Elimination Chamber match Shawn Michaels that won it? Or Triple H?
No,
or
no, I'm
something?
talking about of that event.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The pay per view. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's jump into Monday Night SmackDown.
What?
What?
You're having a problem reading Monday Night Raw.
What did I say?
Monday Night SmackDown. Yes.
Whoa.
I thought I was trying to be funny or something.
He's still tired from
Bro.
hardly sleeping.
So, guys, the biggest question, $1 million question: what is in the crate?
But you're supposed to say it the way they say it in the movie. Do you know what movie I'm talking
I
about?
have no idea what movie. You're
What's
talking
in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
about. It was a crate, though. It wasn't a box.
Too bad. We call it a box.
What's in the crate? You know what's crazy is I haven't thought about it.
It's first I thought, okay, maybe the size of this thing. I have a feeling it's gonna be a person that's inside it. First
Bro,
of all.
if it's a person.
yeah, story wise, it makes no sense. The person is suffocating
That
their
person
life.
is dead now.
Yeah, basically.
They're sending it to SmackDown.
So first I was thinking Seth Rollins, but I'm like, it makes no sense that Seth Rollins is coming back as the person in the crate because it's going to SmackDown now. So it has to be something that isn't specific to Raw, right? Or else why would they send it to SmackDown? But to your point, and I've thought about this as well, if it is a person, like maybe it's the
I was about to say that. It's the Survivor Series birthday. It's a statue of Triple H.
What is it? What can be in that crate?
I don't know, but that was cool. I like that. I thought it was finally
Yeah, but-
something interesting.
How?
I hope it's not something stupid though, like the whole golden egg thing from back in the day. Well, a couple of years ago. not
Look,
back in
man,
the day.
if they could, I don't think it's going to be something interesting. If they can make it interesting and I'm blown away by it, then you know what? I tip off my hat
But
to
what do you
them.
think it would be?
I
Think about it now.
fucking don't know.
If it's a human, though, I'm gonna be so happy.
That's gonna be the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
If it is a human, they need to have like an oxygen mask in there or something.
I don't know. You guys know? Remove human.
I have no idea. I couldn't think of anything.
I couldn't think of anything.
The last
either.
times, no.
A
I don't know.
statue. That's all I thought about was like a statue. But what? It wouldn't make any sense.
I don't know, man.
Or like a symbol that represents somebody, and then they're just gonna like have it floating around till it like does something. I don't know.
I don't know, guys.
Maybe it's a prime bottle of a huge prime bottle.
That would be good too.
I have no idea.
We had Asuka versus Bailey and Natty
Qualifier matches.
qualifier matches, and Asuka is the winner. How'd you guys feel about that one?
Too. I like the Asuka one. I like that they're pushing her now that Vince is gone. Triple H is pushing her like the star that she is. That was an obvious between these three, and I'm happy that they went with the obvious for this one. But the whole thing is like for Alexa winning, for Asuka winning, all these people winning, like LA Knight winning, for example. We're seeing the same thing over and over where they're putting these bigger stars in, the big matches. But already, like, we know Alexa is not going to win the title. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We know LA Knight is, the Chamber match and go on to Mania. Like, the last time Alexa was champion, I think, was in 2018. And she won the title multiple times back then, and they were pushing her hard. But then they just, like, drop a person. They don't push them anymore, which makes no sense to me.
Listen, I can't wait to see what happens. I thought her little segment with Kyrie was really funny.
Always.
She's great. So yeah, can't wait to see where to go with this.
Just not invested in the women's chamber. They're lacking. They're lacking something interesting. Right now, the women's elimination chamber. There's nothing interesting about that match.
They're lacking a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
Even the men's one, honestly, I'm not that interested in. Like, probably the night of, and I'll be watching it, and I'll be invested in it. But this goes back to what I was saying last week or the week before. There's no excitement surrounding these elimination chamber matches anymore because it's always the same formula. Hey, somebody won the Royal Rumble, so now we have a secondary title. Let's put the winner of the elimination chamber going to Mania for the other title. Whereas previously, the elimination chamber was always a title match when it was introduced the first couple of years around, right? So there was more excitement. Like, the champion can get eliminated right away. They can make it to the end. They might retain. They might not. We might have a new champion. Like, you didn't know what was going to happen, but now it's all a formula. Like, you have Royal Rumble, which is the only one, the only two that make sense to me that should be a formulated, like a formula event, is Royal Rumble and Money in the Bank. Other than that, they shouldn't have like anything. They've greatly reduced it since Triple H took over because you had the Hell in a Cell, Extreme Rules, all that stuff before. But still, I still find it's too much.
And speaking of championships, what is going on with the tag team championships? Usos come out just to stand in the crowd for like 10 minutes.
and then have a 6-man tag match.
And then a 6-man tag and nothing to do with the championship
Coming
belts.
out to It's Just News, even though they're two.
Please play my song.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit.
But I still love the Usos.
I don't get it how people put them in the top. Atrocious wrestlers.
It's not because of what they're doing now. You got to realize now they're old. It's what they've been doing. What
How
they
old
did.
are they?
They're 40.
Something like that.
You
yeah.
guys, we
Pretty
could talk
young.
about AJ Styles forever. We could talk about Shawn Michaels forever with age.
Okay, we're not talking about saying that they're the greatest wrestlers of all time. We're talking about a tag team here. You can't compare them to AJ Styles and to Shawn Michaels.
No, but you mentioned age. They're in their 40s. These other dudes fought till 47 and look like fucking spring chickens.
Uh-oh.
That's why I'm saying that we're not talking about how great they are now. We're talking about how great they were before.
Getting back to the chamber, because the
They are
Usos
40,
to me
exactly
are
what I
just...
thought.
They look like two bozos coming out now with those belts. Anyways,
Take it easy. I love those guys.
They've been champions for how long now and only had one title defense?
Yeah. What's going on with the tag teams?
And Jimmy hasn't been around
all
for
the tag
ages.
teams are at AAA.
Pretty much.
They're all over there now. All right, let's move it on though. Javon Evans, Gunther, and my boy Dirty Dom. Can I please start this one?
you could start it, finish it, and give me a full recap.
I watched the match. Exciting match. Javon Evans is absolutely incredible. He brings excitement back to wrestling. High flyer, crazy moves, unstoppable, really, really fast, could do all kinds of stuff. I really wanted Dirty Dom to win. I do not want to see Javon Evans at Elimination Chamber.
Well, we know he's not winning.
We know he's not winning. I get why they're pushing him there, but I would rather have Dominic in the Elimination Chamber with all those big dogs.
Yep. And Javon Evans has probably a negative 12 of percentage of him winning.
Yeah.
So I like Javon. I also don't like the fact that he won this match. If it was just a triple threat for something else, I wouldn't have minded. I really like him. I think he's great in the ring. But like you said, this is to go on to WrestleMania to wrestle Drew for the title. We know, like, right off the bat, he's not going to win. It's going to be one of the other 5 people that are in it. So it would have been more believable if Gunther or Dirty Dom were in that match. I think they're keeping Dirty Dom out just because he's got 2 titles that he needs to concentrate on. So I would have loved to see Gunther go forward. Even if it was Dirty Dom, I would have loved that as well. You know, they pushed him enough to make it believable that he's going to be in that match. You know what I mean? But Javon is too green. He's too new. He's definitely not going to win that. He's not there yet.
I got to say, too, I love watching Gunther versus Dirty Dom because you have 2 heels, 2 dirty wrestlers. It was great. The back and forth was fantastic.
I love the beginning of the match where Dirty Dom just kept getting out of the ring. They're like, get back in. And then he goes, what's his name? Gunther is chopping Evans in the corner. And then Dom just inserts himself, starts chopping Evans like, I'm going to help you. Or something like that.
That was amazing. But Gunther now has a new feud. So I'm guessing Gunther's going to be fighting Dragon Lee at WrestleMania in the main event?
No, it's not going to be.
It's not going to be a WrestleMania match.
It's just something for the time being. I think until they pass Elimination Chamber, just because you have all these stars in the Chamber match, and obviously not all of them are going to Mania. So he's probably going to feud with one of the losers.
Well, there's no more
that
legends to kill.
I'm very intrigued
Michael
to see.
Cole.
I'm very intrigued to see what they're going to do with Gunther.
Yeah.
That's something interesting. I'm waiting to see.
Didn't he already attack Michael Cole?
Yeah, back in the day.
He did. Back in the day.
Last year. Last year with Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
You know what would put a lot of heat on Gunther? If he just comes out and chokes out Triple H or something at one point.
Yeah. No, they
You
got to
wanna
make
put
him.
some heat on him.
They got to make him out of control. Like, really, like.
Orton 2009.
Yeah.
Anyways, next week's qualifier matches are in the women's: Charlotte Flair, Kiana James, and Nia Jax.
Well, we know who's going to win that
Nia
one.
Jax. I'm hoping for Nia Jax.
I think Nia's going to take it.
I hope she takes it. She's the best out of all of them.
Unless Charlotte takes it, and they've been teasing Charlotte and Jade for a couple of weeks now. Just stare
Talk
down.
about something boring.
So that's not something I want to see at Mania. Especially she had her match at Mania last year. Wasn't very interesting.
In the men's, we got Trick Williams, Damian Priest, and Carmelo Hayes. We already know it's going to be Trick Williams.
Yeah. It might be Carmelo. I really hope it's not Damian.
No, it's going to be.
It's not gonna be Damian.
It's Damian or Trick. It ain't going to happen with Carmelo Hayes.
I would love it if it was Carmelo Hayes, though.
I love it if it's
Because
Trick.
throw him in there with those guys. He is going to give us a show.
So,
100%.
question for you: would Carmelo Hayes be believable to win the Chamber?
No, but he would make the match
Okay, I understand
exciting.
it would make it exciting. So, what is the difference between Javon Evans being in there, you not liking Javon Evans being in there, but wanting Carmelo Hayes in there?
Carmelo Hayes is more seasoned.
I agree.
More believable.
Not more believable, just more seasoned.
I agree. He's more seasoned, but he's also very not believable that he's going to win.
I don't think he's
Chamber.
going to win, but
Yeah. The Chamber, if he's in the Chamber. I'm saying.
But Javon's going to do amazing in the chamber.
Well, for Christ's sake.
But Carmelo, I think at this point,
I think he's got people's respect.
He's put his work in, and I think it's time to start moving him into. He's got the U.S. Championship.
Yeah.
Let's see what he does when you put him with the heavyweights.
You
Yeah,
guys.
I agree.
You guys. So it's going to either be Trick Williams or Damian Priest?
No,
Okay?
it's gonna be Trick Williams.
Okay. Then let's get to the next men's one. Bronson Reed versus Jey Uso versus OG
Americano.
Okay. It's definitely going to be Jey Uso.
You think so?
Well, yeah, of course. When you look at those 3 names, who do they keep pushing till we're fucking balls deep?
I hope it's Bronson Reed.
I really hope it's Bronson
I
Reed.
wish to God that it's Bronson
They've been
Reed.
kind of giving him, I wouldn't call it a push, but they've been putting more attention on him since Braun Breaker has been gone.
Yeah, it's his time now.
So I'm really hoping that he's the one that's going to go in the match.
But then
it's gonna
look
be a
at-
believable monster in
So
there.
then,
versus
so then
Jey
look
Uso.
at the Elimination Chamber. Look at all the names that we have in Elimination Chamber, and tell me that any of those guys are gonna beat Cody Rhodes for it.
No, Cody's winning it for sure. Cody is winning it.
I really hope not. But I would love to see Bronson Reed take it over Jey Uso or OG Americano.
too. I
OG
don't want-
Americano just doesn't have any business there. He's got his own storyline going. And he's going back and forth with Mexico, so he's good. And Jay, you're a tag team now. Get back to being a tag team. So Bronson Reed gets my vote.
The next one is actually very interesting in the women's.
The women,
Raquel Rodriguez, Io Sky.
Kairi Sane.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I'd
Uh,
like those,
Io's winning that one.
or even Raquel
I
Rodriguez.
can
We
see
never
it
know.
going either way, Rodriguez or Io Sky.
That's probably the most interesting match of the next few matches.
I don't think Raquel's taking this one. I think they're
This should be a good match, by the way.
actually, you know what?
This should be a good match.
You know what I really want to see, guys? I want the Judgment Day to have all the belts.
Judgment
We've
Day is
been
gonna
through that. I don't want to see it again.
Judgment Day is gonna crumble very soon.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not gonna last longer than what it
What's
is.
going on with Roxanne? She's been gone for a while.
She's been gone for about 2 weeks.
No, 2
2 or
weeks.
3
She was at
weeks.
main event.
Maybe a nice vacation.
Yeah.
Which was there even the Monday after.
But this does not make our agenda. But Finn CM Punk promos. What do you guys think of that?
Loved it. I love Finn because Finn looks
thought Finn was-
hungry. He looks angry.
Finn was holding
even
it down.
before that, his song is back.
Oh!
I love the fact that they brought back. I hope they're not bringing it back just to hype him up again, and then after Elimination Chamber, they're going to switch it back. Because the other one had no heart, no soul, nothing. A couple of years back when he was coming out for the Royal Rumble, there was no reaction because people didn't even know who the hell it was. This song that he has right now, the one that he had in NXT,
It made him.
Yeah, like it's an amazing song.
Mark my words. He is going to lose against CM Punk
Of
at
course.
Chamber, of course. And he is going to start getting into his
Babyface run.
No, he's going to get rid of the Judgment Day. And he's just going to go on a tear.
Yeah, that's what I need. Like a
Like a
But on a
heel turn, but like
on a tear to
heel.
what level? That's the
gonna-
problem. Like Intercontinental Champion, we've already seen him Intercontinental Champion multiple times before, and that always seemed to be like the glass ceiling.
well, he's going to beat Dom for the belt. He's going to be the one to beat Dom for the belt.
that would be nice, actually.
And I think it's going to happen at Mania.
That would
I'd
be
love
great.
to see him as champion.
Yeah.
But he's not going to be Finn,
He's gonna be the demon.
the demon.
But he said, I hope they change that because he said on CVV that since his main roster call up, like they haven't really been handling the demon persona properly. Every time that they brought it out, he said that it makes it that the way that they've been using it is they make it so that Finn looks weak and he seems to only be able to win when he's the demon. And it makes a lot of sense, right? Because he doesn't always come out as the demon. He said that like in Japan and NXT, he was just bringing it out of nowhere, just like that. It's not because he's in a need to win scenario like they've been always doing on WWE.
One of my
roster.
favorite characters.
Yeah.
shit. I'm trying to keep my demons in too.
I have a bunch.
That was the wrestling wrap up of the week. Beautiful job, guys. Love it. Now, the WWE has been voted as the worst promotion of the year.
Ding, 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 ding. No shit.
All right. I want to hear your real thoughts on this, though. Like,
Wonderful.
tell me exactly why do you think this is happening to WWE?
So we put a few points together as to why we also think, and it's funny because all we ever come out here and do for like 21 episodes, 22 episodes is talk about WWE, but we're always shitting on it. I think we need to restructure a few things and start talking about things that we do like that happen in AEW, that happen in AAA, because whenever we're talking offline about those, we're always just saying positive things, right?
AEW has literally been blowing me away in terms of just everything. It feels like they lost pieces of the puzzle and just regained them and made literally the biggest puzzle ever.
Fair point, but just to bring it back so we can stay on topic, is WWE being the worst. One thing for me is the tag team wrestling. Not the wrestlers per se, but what they do with the division, which is very odd to me. The fact that Triple H took over and tag team wrestling is still shit with him running it, because when he was running NXT, tag team wrestling, the tag team division was amazing. Like they were some of the focal points of the shows. They weren't just afterthoughts. They actually mattered. You had multiple tag teams, a lot of them being pushed at the same time. There was stories going around. Same thing in Triple A, same thing in AEW, like tag team.
Triple A.
Triple A. Triple A. But I was going English and I switched it. But I don't know. It's just they need to do something. They were pushing the SmackDown. They were pushing, very loosely pushing the tag team division on SmackDown during the summer. But
then it died.
But all they did was just have tag team, like a couple of tag teams, and you have a match, and you have a match, then you win one day, then you win the other day, then you win this day. But there was literally no story, and it was just like I win, you win, he wins, back and forth. Yeah.
3-hour event, 2 hours and a half event, and you never see tag team matches. They are focusing way more on 6-man tags. SmackDown had like a 5-man
Well,
tag.
sorry, they'll put tag team matches that don't involve actual tag teams.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. You have belts. Let's glorify these champions. Again, I hate going to back then, but again, back then, they put emphasis on the tag team division. It was something that meant something. Look at who came out of. You mentioned to me that the Usos are one of the best tag teams ever. Okay, where did that go after WrestleMania 39 main event? Down into the gutter.
Yeah. And another thing also, like,
Well,
we've been...
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
The main event at WrestleMania 39,
Night one was
night one was
match.
a tag team match.
Yeah.
Sorry, you can continue.
Yeah, it was KO and Sammy winning against the Usos. Big victory for Sammy. But what's it called? Like when you look at AEW, we always give them shit, and people online give them shit. They're like, there's too many titles. Yes, I agree. There are too many titles. Get the ROH titles out of the way. I'm talking about actual AEW titles. But their titles actually mean something. There's actual prestige to all these
And
titles.
they
that
defend
have.
them.
And WWE, they have on each brand the world, the mid card. I'm talking about the men's, the mid card, and the tag team titles. The mid card, for the most part, doesn't mean shit because they haven't been doing anything with them.
Mm-hmm.
And neither does the tag team.
So the way I see it, right, is you have WWE that's been WWF, WWE that's been running for over 50 years, right? If you go back, they've been using the same formula for a very, very long time. And at one point, it was a winning formula. And I think they're at a point now where there's so much money involved that they're scared to try new things because everything has to change at one point. And they're still stuck on an old mentality. They need, like Steven was telling me, guys from AEW are allowed to go wrestle their titles in independent leagues and all over the place.
Ring
Just
of
a
Honor.
good example. I don't know which event, but
One-
MJF is putting the world title on the line against Zilla Fatu.
But I mean, I wanted to say that.
I got in there before you, man. You're
Yeah.
too slow.
How incredible that you're able to do that.
And that makes the championship, and he's putting the championship up, right?
Yep.
That makes it so exciting.
Casual Joseph, how crazy is that you could take that belt, go to a different promotion, put that promotion to another level.
HOG, by the way, on next Friday.
Right? Like,
Craziness.
how amazing is that for wrestling?
And how excited are the fans? Fans are going crazy right now.
Yeah.
They can't believe it. You got Zilla Fatu, who's the world champion for fourth rope. And you have, what's his name again? Sorry.
MJF.
Maxwell Jacob
MJF.
Friedman.
Yeah.
Just because he's better than you and you know it doesn't mean you have to pretend you forgot his name.
I just know his first name. That's it.
It's
Maxwell.
literally
Yeah.
3 letters.
Exactly.
MJF.
I think that's the most amazing thing because now you're putting excitement back into wrestling. And Ricochet had just had an interview where he said WWE killed the love he had for professional wrestling.
Yeah.
And you know what? I have to agree with him.
He's not wrong.
I have to agree with him because sometimes you're watching and listen, let's not act like they're not top dog. Everyone's dream is to get to the WWE or to work for the WWE because they have this production, they have this machine that's it's the standard in wrestling.
If you
But
take a
it's-
look, if I just want to jump in because you mentioned Ricochet. If you see Ricochet NXT and then NXT and Ricochet main roster, 2 completely different people.
Yeah. And during his main roster run, they had him wrestling on what was that? Speed and Main Event,
Yeah.
right? Which is the show before the show even starts for YouTube.
Yeah.
How? I used to say Ricochet was the best wrestler I've ever seen.
Bro, Ricochet was amazing.
We
in
saw
NXT.
him
I used to
live,
love
and I'm
watching
like,
him.
this guy is absolutely incredible. But there was no push, and then people start, oh, but you can't cut promos. Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes him doing a backflip off the ring onto his feet is a little bit better than a promo. You know
But
what I mean?
look at his promos he's cutting in AEW. They're not the best promos, but at least he's got a personality.
I like heel Ricochet.
Yeah, I like heel Ricochet. It's because it's coming from him, regardless of how stupid it might look. It's still him and his personality, and he's shining that personality.
Yeah.
And it's still coming through to the
And his
fans
head.
because it's him and his head as well. Because it is him, it's his personality. Where in WWE, where they're trying to, like, when he was cutting promos, it was scripted stuff, right? So it already sounds stupid on paper. Then when he's saying it, because he doesn't believe in it, obviously nobody's gonna get behind it. But to move on to one of the next points, pushing the wrong guys. Like, guys, how long did it take for them to put the title on Drew McIntyre? He's finally the champion right now, but how long did it have to go to?
It took years.
They've been pushing Jey Uso. Sure, people yeet in the building with him, but like
Sells
he's
merch, but who
he sells
cares?
merch, but he's garbage on promo. He's garbage in the ring in his singles stuff. Look at LA Knight. He's amazing in the ring. He's amazing
promos.
on promos. People are behind him all the time.
And they just bury him and bury him and bury him and bury him because they want to push somebody like Jey Uso.
Same thing for Alexa Bliss. When she comes out, especially when she made her return, I think last year or the year before at the Rumble.
Year before.
She got a huge pop. Like, people
Yeah.
love Alexa Bliss, but as I said earlier, yes, she won the qualifier, but last time they put the title on her was in 2018. Same thing for Kevin Owens. They keep putting him in title programs, but we know going in he's not going to win. Same thing for Finn Balor. Like, they have
100%
incredible talent, but they're not
pushing the wrong guys.
the right people.
So now, as a wrestling fan who's been watching wrestling for so many years, we've seen some stories repeat themselves, right?
Yeah.
Are they afraid to try new things?
Well, look, they're bringing back Roman Reigns to win the Rumble, part-time Roman Reigns to win the Rumble, and now headline WrestleMania Night 2.
They haven't confirmed, but it's very likely that that's what they're going
Yeah.
to
right?
headline with. Yeah.
Imagine a guy that is there what? Let's just say 1 month out of the full year, if you count the days,
Probably not even, but
right? I'm just being nice.
Yeah.
30, let's say, quote unquote, 30 appearances.
And my last point on this, WWE being voted worst promotion of the year, is it also because wrestling fans in 2026 are way too savvy when it comes to wrestling nowadays?
Yeah, I could agree
Are
with
we
that.
too spoiled when it comes to wrestling nowadays?
I don't think so. Well, what do you mean by spoiled?
Do we expect too much? Do we always want the surprise? Do we always... Are we expecting?
I don't think so. I
we
think we're
hate the formula,
spoiled.
but do we want the formula to work?
I think we're spoiled because we have a lot of different wrestling to watch. I think that's where we're spoiled, and then we will compare. And what they do in AEW, I mean, listen, I'm not saying AEW does everything better than WWE. That's not what I'm saying whatsoever. There's a lot of things I don't like
but
about
past
AEW.
also, right?
Yeah,
Well, compared to the past, a lot.
yeah, exactly. But when you're looking at different companies and the things that they're doing, and they're pushing like guys that should be pushed, they're pushing younger talent, not all the guys that WWE is pushing. They're close to 40 or over. They're not pushing any young guys, which is what WCW used to do, and that's kind of what was their downfall to begin with. Yeah, I think we're spoiled because we have a lot of different wrestling promotions. You have Japan for those who watch Japan. You have AAA. You have CMLL. You have AEW. You have TNA. So there's a lot of wrestling out there, and people are going to pick and choose what they like. Not because it's wrestling, then you're going to like everything. But yeah, I think because of that, WWE hasn't really changed, whereas these companies have been coming up and making those changes.
Because we can all agree that professional wrestling is not boring.
Correct.
And it's the best it's ever been. Like we always say this, whenever we go to the indie shows, the local shows, we are having a blast. We're having a good time.
At those shows.
And don't get me wrong, when we were front row at main event,
Main event was great.
we
though.
had an amazing time, no?
But the
Yeah.
but the event itself was great.
So now, yeah, the event itself was really good.
Yeah.
But now, how do you translate that to a viewer, you know? And there's where I think the disconnect is with the fans nowadays.
You asked, and you guys both touched on this.
Both.
Both you guys.
Are we spoiled? Yes, we're spoiled because we have so much wrestling. Agree.
Too much knowledge.
Okay. But they're not doing it right. WWE is not doing the right thing right now. They're not giving us what we wanted. We can't sit here and be like, yeah, we have the internet. Yeah, we have opinions. Yeah, we have podcasts. But hello, they're not doing it right.
But that's the us being spoiled part. They're not doing it right. They're not giving us
Not
what we
necessarily,
want,
man, because things that we've pointed out, like just going through this, like we talked about tag team wrestling, pushing the wrong guys. We talked about overly scripted promos. Like these things aren't happening elsewhere.
Stop investing in Unreal and invest in actual good storylines and push the right people.
They're
I don't
burying
care
their
about
talent
Unreal.
on Unreal. Like they were burying, like I said the other day, Michael Hayes was burying Chelsea Green, and then
Chelsea
you
Green.
saw Triple H like giving shit to LA Knight. Like we don't need to see that. It's
No.
like me going for my work for my performance review, and I did really bad that year, and my manager's having my performance review with me in front of my entire team. Like
Good point.
right? Or in front of the whole world. Like this should be a one-on-one thing. Keep it behind closed doors.
Yeah.
If you have criticism to say to somebody, don't bury them in front of the world. If you're burying them in front of the world in a scripted environment, sure, but not backstage where it's real. Like keep that shit to yourself. We don't want to see it.
Yeah, fuck dirt sheets. Fuck breaking down the fourth wall.
I
There's
just
some
think-
things that have to stay behind the
Another
scene.
thing, man, there's too many on Raw and SmackDown. Every time they announce the main event, I'm not very excited for it because 8 out of 10 times it's going to end in a DQ or an interference.
Yep.
And this is just the main event that I'm talking about that it's going to end that way. But throughout the night, they overly rely on distractions, interference, non-clean finishes, things like that. 50-50 booking. I win one week, you win the other week. So they keep the feuds going for, like, perfect example, the feud between Damian Priest and Aleister Black. Same
Yeah.
thing with Cody and Damian. And Drew,
Yeah, they're
sorry.
stretching
I win one
out.
day, you win one day. You win one day, I win one day. So there's no clear winner. So it just keeps going on for months and months and months and months.
I just think there's too many people in the room when they're trying to create these storylines or make decisions.
For me, it's just a formula that gets very redundant. Like
Yeah.
we know, like Raw starts, we're getting a promo, you're setting up the match of the night, then we have a match that we really don't care about, then we get a promo cut, then we get an interview, and then we get the main event, right? It's always the same thing. Like, hey guys, and they do sometimes. Like this week's Raw was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of enjoyed the beginning
Fell asleep 3
because
times.
they kind of changed it. But yeah, but to get through that 2 hours, it gets hard.
Imagine SmackDown 3 hours, man.
Yeah.
And another thing is women's wrestling in WWE. And it's not women's wrestling in general, it's in WWE.
Yeah.
Because when I was watching AEW, man, even a tag team women's match, where the women's wrestling was so good. So good.
And there was titles on the line.
Yes. Collision this past week, what was the name of the special event?
A Grand Slam.
Was it Grand Slam?
Yeah.
Grand Slam.
In Australia.
It was an amazing event, and it wasn't even a pay-per-view. It was
You're
just a
excited to
Collision
watch the
special.
women's wrestling because
Yes.
they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And look at this, like just look at Tony Storm.
I'm gonna correct you on one thing. I don't think it's that they
character.
know what they're doing. I think it's WWE limits them into what they can do in WWE for the
Yeah,
women.
that's what it is.
Because when these women are wrestling outside of WWE, like I gave an example of Chelsea Green last time, a lot of these women were in Japan before. They were putting on like crazy matches, but it's WWE's overproduced matches. You're allowed to do this move. You're not allowed to do this move. This move you can do because it's somebody else that does it that night. This, that. It just they hold them back.
Look, I'm not going to disagree with WWE being voted as the worst promotion of the year. I'm not going to disagree with that.
Same here.
I think we had a bad 2025 and we're in a bad beginning of 2026.
Yep.
And it started off with the Royal Rumble and just where they pick to do these big events and the reception that they're getting.
Are we
And-
getting another Samoan victory for the 2027 Royal Rumble?
I wouldn't-
Back to back.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And I think it's time for us to stop certain traditions that Vince used to do. I think, traditions can change. It's time to stop certain things. Like, WWE needs to evolve. And that's really
I disagree.
where I stand.
And we're gonna end on that because we got match of the week. Vince McMahon took chances.
No
What's
chance.
happening now?
No chance in hell.
Nobody's taking chances. They are staying within the same box, being comfortable. As to where Vincent Kennedy McMahon
Yeah.
took chances and did things that didn't make sense, but ended up making sense.
I'm actually going to agree with you because, yeah, if you go back from 84, 85, at one point he had a talk show. Remember that? And then they did what's it called when they're all dancing
Yeah,
there.
dancing and singing.
Yeah, like he did try a lot of things until he finally got his formula right.
But then he was too comfortable in the formula.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
Once 98 hit and they had the era,
He was
Boom.
forced to change the formula in the 97, I guess you want to say, early 97, because he was losing to WCW. So he was forced to change.
yeah.
But then after he beat WCW, he started getting comfortable again.
Yeah.
There was still some very good moments. I'm not saying there wasn't.
Oh,
like,
amazing moments.
The Ruthless Aggression era was amazing. But after that, when we started getting into the PG era, that's when, for me, it started going downhill.
Yeah,
There's obviously been ups. I'm not saying everything's been a downhill since then. There's been very high moments.
Good moments, yeah.
But also very low moments. And even during Vince's last 10 years, he wasn't really doing a good job.
Beautiful, boys. That was really good. Man, you guys really like wrestling.
Doesn't seem like it. All we do is bitch about it. We
But-
bitch because we care.
It is time to talk about our match of the week. And I gotta pull up my phone because I don't wanna screw up this guy's name.
Here we go.
Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna find it right over here.
Kazuchika Okada.
Huh?
Kazuchika Okada.
Is that how you say it?
That is how we say it.
Kazuchika
I was gonna
Okada.
say Kazuchika Okada.
You gotta shorten the letters. the
Kazuchika
Japanese names.
Okada.
AEW's World's End 2024
Kazuchika Okada.
Kazuchika Okada versus Will Ospreay. And this match was sent by Big NES
And this was, you said 2024?
2024.
This was the finals of the Continental Classic tournament.
Ah, yes. That's a beautiful belt.
Yeah, the first winner of that tournament, I think the tournament started in 2022. The first winner was the bum. What's his name?
Sami Zayn.
Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston.
The bum.
I'm not a
No,
fan
it
of
happened
Eddie
in
Kingston.
2023. That was the first one.
2022 was the first one.
2023.
Eddie Kingston won.
2023.
Then 2023, Okada won. And then this
Yeah,
was the second one. And then, because he won it twice, Okada. And then 2025 was
I
when
saw
Moxley
Eddie
won.
Kingston win that because AEW was in Montreal. It was 2023.
Was it okay?
Can you
I thought
guys-
I'm pretty sure Okada won it twice.
No,
I'm pretty sure he did.
Moxley won it.
Moxley won it last time, but Okada won it the last two times.
No, it was
Maybe
the
I'm
first
wrong.
time. Yeah, it was Kingston.
Someone
Okada.
fact check this.
Okay, it was Okada.
You fact check
It was
this right now.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
It was Kingston, Okada, and John Moxley. It's been 3 years since they have the Continental Classic.
Can you guys educate me on Will Ospreay?
What do you want to be educated on? He was in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
One thing you need to know about him is he's a huge Assassin's Creed fan
Yeah.
because he comes out dressed like an assassin from Assassin's Creed. He is known as the aerial assassin. He has the Assassin's Creed tattoo on his arm.
Wow.
And his finisher
This is
is
the video
called
game.
the Hidden Blade, which is the blade that the assassins use. I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan. Used to be, these newer games that have been coming out.
He was when the new game came out. Wasn't he sponsored by it?
I think, I'm not sure.
He also had
Very
an
cool.
entrance where there was a bunch of assassins.
I have
Okay.
a question though.
Sick.
I noticed he does a lot of other people's moves. Is that a thing?
I would say that he got that from playing and being in New Japan Pro
He
Wrestling.
hit AJ's move.
Yeah.
You're right. There's only been 3. For
Yeah.
some reason, I thought Okada won it twice.
Hold on 1 second. The PhD is wrong.
No, it's not that he's
I'm human.
Now you're human.
the PhD.
You got to look at the percentage,
The
bro.
PhD
That's
is
it.
wrong, but I can't blame him because he doesn't watch AEW as much as I did.
Yeah, it's true. He stopped. And what's that expression again? You missed 99% of those shots you don't take.
There you go.
So he hit AJ's move. The
You want to tell us what it's called?
So a lot of
Styles Clash.
Styles Clash.
And
I was
also
gonna
the
say
phenomenal
Styles
forum.
Clash.
So just to add, a lot of these guys from New Japan Pro Wrestling that come now to places like AEW and all that stuff, they do borrow or they do use moves from basically people they looked up to. AJ Styles is somebody that Will Ospreay looked up to.
Yeah, and AJ
Okay.
said that he doesn't mind people using his moves because it just shows like that they appreciate him, homage, and all that stuff. But one person that straight up stole his move, and I never liked that, was Michelle McCool.
Oh,
Got away with it just because she's Undertaker's wife.
yeah. But yeah, no, this match was amazing. It was a lot of strongman style.
Yes.
Very, very
Talk about-
fast paced.
Talk about two guys coming out of New Japan Pro Wrestling who are able to put on a extravagant style of match. And there's a lot of people that don't like Will Ospreay. I didn't like Will Ospreay at the beginning, but the way he's able to put on a wrestling match, and I don't care. People are gonna say flips and tricks. Go fuck yourself. It's what we love about wrestling.
It's not just flips and tricks. The guy knows how to sell.
Exactly.
He knows how to sell. He knows how to tell a story. Because I was also like that when he came to AEW. I wasn't watching AEW at the time. My time with the AEW is when they started really up to maybe 3 years into it. And now I'm getting back into it slowly.
Thanks to me.
But no, not thanks to you. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of his for whatever reason. I think it had to do with like all the bullshit that he was talking about WWE when they were talking about. They never mentioned his name directly, but they said that some people want to, like coast and not work on a daily basis, things like that. That's the reason why they
Was
can't
he
sign some of
ever
these guys.
WWE?
No. And then he kind of like blasted Triple H and stuff like that. So that kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. But no, like I've been coming around to him. I've seen a couple of his matches from the last 2 years or so.
Yeah, he
in
knows how to put on a
AEW.
match.
He's very good. I just wish that that's not the match that we would have reviewed. I would have wished it was the first open air match of that night, of that same night, which was the semifinals between him and Kyle Fletcher. Boy, that was a bloodbath. And how he came back after that. I don't know if you saw that match recently.
Absolutely.
Did you see that match recently or no? Probably not.
Who,
It's
me?
Who's Kyle Fletcher?
Who the hell's Kyle Fletcher?
But
The kid from South Park.
try to remember his last name, but I can't. Kyle,
Who?
the guy from South Park.
Anyways, I hate Okada.
I forget.
I'm not an Okada
you don't
fan.
like him because of his wrestling or his character? Or?
I don't like his character, and I find he's just nothing strikes me as he's a guy you need to watch.
Bro, that drop kick that he delivered. I think it was a
Brovlowski.
better drop kick than what AJ Styles has recently pulled off. Like
Yeah.
AJ has had one of the nice. I'm not saying you should like him because of his drop kick. I'm just saying his drop kick was
There's nothing to the
Crazy.
Okada character.
not even when he
Regardless-
goes bitch.
No, I find it very stale.
I'm not crazy about the Okada character also, but in ring, he's pretty good.
Thank you guys. That was our match of the week. Shout outs to Big and ES for that one. T-Dog, aka Dougie Fresh, aka Spin the Heel.
AKA spin the heel.
There's music for this?
I don't know, every week it's different. You never know what to expect.
WWE WrestleMania 26, Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. Joe from Wrestle Pit. What's going on, Joe? Thank you for your match. We will be watching this one and reviewing it. Once again, Joe from the Wrestle Pit. Also, Joe, we got to talk because we will be coming to your house and checking out your collection. So
Really?
let's stay tuned. Yep.
First I hear of it.
Well,
So do I.
you guys aren't part of that.
Huh?
You said we are coming. I guess we is just him.
Me and
I
my
get-
boy, the camera guy. Boys.
Never tells us anything.
No.
Yeah. Yes, I did actually. Oh no! What
Let's
did I
waste
tell
more
you?
time on Max saying that he told us,
No.
but he never really
I
told
actually
us.
want to tell him because I remember I told you don't say it out loud. But I'm like, what's the name of this segment gonna be called? Think about WWE and think about a house.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's what's related to? Okay.
Can you please apologize
WWE?
to the listeners?
And
No, because I just remembered that, but I don't remember anything else about it.
Yeah, that's gonna be one of the things we're doing.
I apologize to the listeners. He did mention something about it.
Thank you.
Very, very briefly, and probably like was half asleep when he said it, and he was eating at the same time.
Who? Wait, I was half asleep.
Probably
Oh yeah, 100%.
driving on the sidewalk at the same time. I don't
Casual
know.
Joe, big sleep. Ask Steven. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This was episode 22. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to let us know what you guys think. And do not forget to follow us at Wrestling Tees on IG. Subscribe to the YouTube. Follow Steven at the All Time Podcast. Give a big shout out to Malenko while you're at it. And Derek, those guys are fantastic. My
thanks.
name is Le Casual Joe. If you're French, that guy is Steven Almighty. And the guy in front of him is the PhD. And we are the Wrestling Tee crew. We want
The
to say
only
thank
winner
you.
of the Wrestling Tees pop quiz trivia, whatever you want to call it.
By the
undefeated
way,
champion.
I was pressing the button before
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
I just think that Mike's wants you to look good.
Shout outs to Mike's. All
Yeah,
right.
shout out to Mike.
Peace.
Yeah, you know what's up.